Majority of people know that it is cheaper to study in Netherlands, but what they don't know is that you can actually study for free in Netherlands because Netherlands has series of scholarship for you to study. Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. This is Catching Up with Ola, where you catch up on scholarship gist, application gist, visa application and everything in between, from when you move from your current destination to the destination you want to study abroad. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please feel free to check through the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are currently on our way to the big 10K, and now you can be a part of this is by subscribing to the channel and sharing my video. In today's video, like I've been saying that I'm exploring other countries. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how you can study in Netherlands, and not just how you can study in Netherlands, how you can study for free in the Netherlands. So if you're interested in this, make sure to stay tuned to the video. And yeah, and I'll be posting like the other countries that I've spoken about. I know we've spoken about Sweden, we've spoken about the United Kingdom, and we've also spoken about Brazil. So I'll be putting them up on the screen. So yeah, without any further ado, we will jump right into the video. So welcome back. So study in Netherlands, what is it all about? Where is the Netherlands? Netherlands is a country in Europe, and majorly the language they speak is Dutch, but they also speak English. In fact, unlike Brazil, you will find like 95% of the population of like the people that stay in Netherlands actually speak English. So if you are wondering, okay, will my program be taught in Dutch or will it be taught in English? Yes, there are different programs that are taught in English. There's also the Dutch version, but there's also the English version. So you don't have to worry about the fact that they speak Dutch in Netherlands. But honestly, it's not bad for you to, learn one or two phrases in Dutch. It's just a way for you to expand your language skills. So it's not bad for you to learn, one or two things in Dutch. But I'm going to say that it is not a requirement that you have to be able to speak Dutch for you to get admission into the Netherlands. And something else I want you to know is that there are so many opportunities for you when you graduate from a university in the Netherlands. Like, you can stay back to work, you can stay back to apply for your permanent residency. And before we move into how you can apply for schools, how you can apply for admission, I just wanted to let you know that there are two types of universities in the Netherlands. They have the Applied Science University and they have the Research University. So the Applied Science majorly tells you, it is kind of like a professional. It's like a professional school where, it focuses on the how of a subject. It's a professional school. It focuses on the how of a subject, and typically the degree lasts for 4 years. And you also get an additional year of placements where you kind of like get to do internship for a paid internship. It's not like you're doing internship for free. You get an additional 1 year where you do a paid internship. So it's also a way for you to get money back. And then it's focused more on like practicum and hands-on experience. While the Research University, on the other end, of course, from the word research, it focuses more on the why of a subject, the theoretical part of a subject. So yeah, and degree is typically for 3 years, and there's no year of placement. So note this before you start applying for school. And also, I want you to know that there are two admission intake for the Netherlands. They have the fall, which typically begins in September, and they have the spring, which typically begins in February. So know the timeline so that you know how to suit your application material to meet all of these, to meet all of the timelines. So now we'll jump into how then can you apply for school in the Netherlands. So the first thing you need to do is to search for schools. And when you are searching for schools, you can use a link, which I'm going to put in the description box. They call it study link. So I'm going to put that link in the description box. So that is the link you will use to search for schools. And I'm also going to give you like a list of, schools where you can check the ranking of the institution. You know, like previously I told you about the US News, which is like a way for you to check the ranking of US institution. So I'm going to drop a link in which you can use to check the ranking of Netherlands institution, just so that you are aware of, okay, this is like the schools I'm applying to, whether they are highly ranked or they are lowly ranked. So that is that about how to search for schools. So when you search for schools, each individual school have their own requirements, but the general requirements is usually your international passport, your motivation letter, your recommendation letter, your transcripts, and yeah, a letter of English proficiency. So your letter of English proficiency is typically like a letter that you get from your school, letting them know that you are proficient in English, letting them know that, okay, as a Nigerian, we speak English in our country. So once you search for school, once you know the requirement of your school, gather the materials. If they are asking you for international passport, whatever it is they are asking you, gather everything together, write a good motivational letter, and submit your application. So the school will get back to you. Note that I've not started talking about scholarship. Something you need to know before you apply to the Netherlands is admission comes first before scholarship. You cannot apply for scholarship if you have not gotten admission, and you cannot apply for the both simultaneously. So admission has to come first. So note this when you are applying for admission, so that you can be fast with the process. So once you submit your application, the school will then get back to you on whether or not they are going to offer you the admission. If the school offers you the admission, I will talk about it. But if they don't offer you admission, that is not a way for you to, beat yourself down. You can always pick yourself up, check what was wrong with your application material, and try again later. Then if the school offers you admission, congratulations, because, you've scaled through one of the process of studying in Netherlands for free. So when they offer you admission, they will send you an email asking you if you want to study under scholarship. So you will respond to the email stating, okay, you want to study under scholarship. They will send you a list of scholarships that are available for you, or a list of scholarships that are suited for you, tell them the scholarship you want to apply for. So typically 4 types of scholarship available for African students. And note that I said African students are not just Nigerian. So if your country is in Africa, there are 4 types of scholarship available for you. They are the OKP, ABF, ASP, UUFP. So those are the 4 scholarships. So the university will send you the scholarships that are available. Then you respond to them on the scholarship body that you really want to apply for. So once you respond to them, they will send you the website of the scholarship body. And now this is where it gets tricky, because you need to be attentive to detail. Because remember that you are not the only one from Africa. You are even probably not the only one from your country that is applying to this scholarship. So this is a very competitive scholarship. So this is when you need to be attentive to details and do exactly what they tell you to do. So you will see the requirements on the scholarship body on their website. You will see their requirements. Some of them will tell you to write a letter. Some of them will send you a form to, they will send you a form to kind of like state some things, asking you some questions and telling you to, state some things. And some of them will also require you to submit your letter of employment. When that is done, once you submit your application for scholarship, then there is something that is called the nomination process. So at the nomination process, it just means that you have been nominated for the scholarship. Now, being nominated for scholarship does not necessarily mean that you have gotten the scholarship. Just think of it as AMVCA. When they nominate people, it does not necessarily mean that they've gotten the award. It just means that they are a step ahead of others. Of the scholarship, nomination typically takes like 3 to 4 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks for you to get the nomination letter. And if you don't get nominated, they will let you know instantly that your scholarship application was rejected. But if you were nominated, all you just need to do is sit back and watch. After 1 month after the nomination process, they will get back to people that got through, that are getting the scholarship. So typically they will just send you a congratulations letter that, oh, you are studying, you are going to be studying under the scholarship body. So that is that. But if after you were nominated, they got back to you and they told you that they did not choose you, you do not have to beat yourself up. All you need to do is be praying, because that is not the end of it. They also have something that they call the reject or the reserve list, which is typically, consider it as a waiting list, which is what we call it in the US. We call it waiting list in the US. So the reserve list is usually in case somebody that got the scholarship, in case they drop out. So they always, rank the reserve list on a scale of 1, and then they rank them downwards. So if somebody on the scholarship that got the scholarship decides to pull out at any point in time, they can put your name, they will send you another message to say congratulations. And there are so many people that have gotten scholarship even though they were on the reserve list. So I'm going to say that even if you don't get it after being nominated, do not give up, and yeah, success is yours. So pretty much that is how the application process in the Netherlands is. It is very easy and straight to the point, very straightforward. Apply for admission, apply for scholarship, and get the scholarship. And let me know if you want me to go in depth into what each individual scholarship entails. And if you want me to do that, you need to really watch this video, because that is how I would know that you are really interested in studying in the Netherlands. Okay, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to give my video a thumbs up, share my video, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, bestie.